I eat raw meat. If you mix a raccoon feather into a bowl of possum milk, that's when you get nutrient 19. That actually heals a lot of things vegans tested deficient in a study. We just did one. Vegans lack 19. So things got weird. Things got weird fast. We're on a juice fast till raw meat dinner type of thing, and I'm living by nature's design. I'm a raw foodist, doing what we would do with my tools, my claws. I got 2 comments of concern for my well-being, and we will discuss them today. There's a lot of myths in the nutritional world. All I can say, yes, things are weird now. You eat raw meat, it's like, it looks gross. Would you do it in public? I'll try it one day, but people will look at you and scowl like, what are you doing, you moron? You're disgusting. Do that in the alleyway where you belong. I hope a homeless man pees on you. You deserve that. I can only speak from my own experience, but I've never got sick off raw meat. I've got sick so many times on cooked meat. You overeat it. I do. And I just like too much grease. And I'm just like, oh man, raw meat is so self-regulating. You just eat enough and you're like, all right, I'm done. That's not somebody that just ate raw meat and they've been taken to the emergency room. You're overthinking. You're overthinking this. That's not what happened at all. So let's address the first comment. Raw meat? Okay. Not chicken or pork. Too much bacteria. Very easy to get sick from that. Is it? Is it? So when I first started reading about Aajonus planets out in Thailand, I was lost after a water fast. I'm like, what the hell do I do now? And so I started listening to his lectures, and he's like, I heal too. This is all about detox. Veganism, no, you need animal fat. So I was like, okay, whatever, we'll do it. And so I tried it, and I was fine with beef. Most people like have a rare steak, so you're used to that. You're used to seeing it. So like, what if you didn't sear it? It's not too far of a stretch. A lot of people eat sushi. So I was like getting fish, and it's like, okay, yeah, people do that. I'm accepted in society. Chicken? That's when you're thrown to the side group of fringe freaks. You got afros and headbands. It's not right. I get it. I'll never forget the first time I was like, chicken, that's the one. Like, we know that makes you sick. You eat it once. Undercooked chicken, you die. Don't eat that one. So I went to a Thai market, chicken everywhere, flies swarming it. I was like, yeah, I'll take some of those. I got some chicken thighs. I got it home. I was like, are you serious? You're going to eat that raw? That was the hardest one for me. I was like, I don't know, man. So I just did it. It actually tasted pretty good. I was surprised it was better than the beef. It had more flavor, a corn hint. The chicken ate corn and you can taste the corniness. And I was like, okay, that's pretty good. And nothing happened. I felt great. The ultimate test was leaving the chicken in the cupboard for 2 weeks, making my high meat, airing it every day, flies swarming, excited. I was like, no, it's my rotten meat. It's my rotten meat. You can't have it. Not that I'll ever do it again because it was so disgusting, growing like black mold, but I ate it. Nothing happened to me. I just felt good and I left. No nausea. Like, that's when I knew for sure that bacteria just doesn't cause disease. Don't quote me on that. Don't die on my watch. I haven't seen a natural bacteria. The only bacteria that I think come into question is when there's chemicals involved. On this flat earth, there's a plan for everything. Everything needs to be broken down eventually, so there's a bacteria to do that. If it's just like a deer in the forest, eventually that disappears because bacteria decompose it all. But what if you have like plutonium or mercury? Something has to break that down too. That goes haywire. Some weird bacteria, they eat the mercury, poo out super mercury, and then there's troubles. So like, don't eat sick monkey blood injected animals who are given antibiotics and all kinds of terrible genetically modified food and weird like animal byproducts. You had a sick cow on the farm, they blended it up and fed it back to the other cows, like shit like that. Okay, you're getting haywire. Go for an actual farm that cares about their animals. Zero problems. Don't quote me on that. Now, something happens when you undercook raw chicken. You could get sick from that, and I don't know why. It's you cook part of it and then it's like pink inside. You eat that. Like, there's so many stories of people getting food poisoning from that. But I guarantee you there's not one chance if you just eat it raw, you don't cook it at all, you will never get sick. Chicken bones in your face. I don't know if it's like a media brainwashing on purpose to keep you from the healthiest food on the planet. I don't know. I don't want to go that far. Like, I don't eat a ton of raw meat. I'm not on this meat-based diet. It's not keto. It's not carnivore. It's nothing like that. It's still like fruit-based hippie shit. All juices all day. Eventually, I will add in actual fruit meals once the summer comes and we actually get something nice that isn't a warped, molded cantaloupe, grapes sprayed with sulfur. It's good times. Just a little bit of meat at night to complement my otherwise healthy, cleansing lifestyle. So we're good. It's a balance. It's a good balance. Which brings us to the second comment. Cook the meat, man. Parasites are real. 6 people agree. Probably more following. He's gathering a cult of people who believe parasites are bad. They're your best friends. When times are down, you can count on a parasite to produce something for you. Let's just break it down. What is a parasite? It's a little critter that eats death. It eats dead, decaying matter. All this like bacteria and stuff, it's designed to break things down in a good way. So parasites, they're never gonna eat you. You're healthy living tissue. A parasite can't do anything with that. They're going for the death. Just like when you have gangrene, you've heard the stories where they put like these worms or something, maggots, I think, and they eat the dead flesh of your knee and then boom, they stop when it's the healthy stuff. It's like, oh, that's gross. Living, healthy tissue. Oh, God. I want the rotting, putrefying. That's the way the big man upstairs, he designed it to be like that. There's organisms that eat the nastiest stuff, but they like it. That's the thing. Like, we like cake. Imagine a human being that loved dumpster lobsters. Oh, I love the shell. And then he ate that and broke it down for you. Thanks, Frank. Just stay off in your own fucking bullshit alleyway where you do that. Just stay away from me. There are people who supplement parasites. Do you know that? There's people who take tapeworms. You can buy them. Boom. And they're like, oh, my digestion's so much better now. They help you break stuff down. That's what they're here for. I've never had a good experience trying to kill parasites. I've always felt worse. You're fighting the wrong enemy here. If you have a bunch of mercury in your brain, say, there's bacteria that can help break that down, release it eventually. They turn it into a friendlier thing. Maybe. Don't quote me on that. But they're here to break it down. It might hurt as it's coming out. But without them, then you just have mercury still there. Or aluminum. You want Alzheimer's? Or friendly bacteria in your brain? I know which one I want. Parasites in my brain. From pork. That's healing. It's healing. So it just kind of proves the way the whole world is right now. Everybody's afraid of certain V-shaped things. Oh no, we're all dying from this V. Are we? Are we? Is that what's making us sick? Or is it the treatment? Or is it the nose things that they jam up there and particles break off into your lung and you smash the blood-brain barrier and things float up to your brain and... Oh, the nanobots, don't worry about those. Those are... Oh, I've said too much. YouTube, I'm joking. I'm just a clown. So when I get comments like this, oh, the bacteria, bro, run. Salmonella, oh no. Parasites, oh, you're gonna die. It's like, you've never tried it? You're listening to what someone else said? We cannot learn from books. You have to do what the book suggests, and then you know things. Wisdom is in your own experience. You can't just, oh, you healed on nothing but mangoes. That's cool. How come when I eat them, they swell up to this size and make my poo like a rock? I don't like rocks. So in my humble opinion and experience, raw meat digests better than cooked meat. It's just easier to break down and you don't eat as much. You feel satiated quicker. It's just better. You're not destroying anything. You're not creating the poisons, polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, and acrylamides. Things like that we know cause cancer. You're frying shit, turn it black. Oh, it tastes so good. Poisons. So eat it raw, like it's much safer. And then this whole bacteria scare, oh no, like that's helping break down the meat and whatever's in your colon. It helps you. It's like a probiotic. So what do you think? Is raw meat for freaks or is it better? Have you ever tried it? You can't just say, oh, it's worse, it's bad, you'll get sick, and you've never tried it. You're a robot. Think for yourself while you thumb up the video. There's not going to be any thumbs down today. That's ridiculous. If there was, you know it's because you carry a raccoon with you to the grocery store, and whatever the raccoon picks, you buy for yourself. Just because the raccoon is in touch with his body doesn't make his decision work for you. No, it doesn't. We're all different. We're different from raccoons. Barely, but we're different. And it doesn't mean that, oh, he picks the peanut butter. He's just going for calorie density. He's not thinking long term. Be real with yourself. I'm going to go after you buy a vegetable police t-shirt. Oh, it says conspiracies. That's not true. Nothing I said today was a conspiracy. It was all real. And you know it was. That's why you subscribed. Good for you.